The Koalition.
Do you want to trade?
I love that one. You know what? I gotta go get. I have a collection of the posters from every season on my walls, and that's a version of a poster that I have up there. They kind of split the characters around, but it's also got the core four, which you don't see very often anymore because we've got our cast grew
extended cast.
Like
triple, right?
It gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and they're like, oh no, there's too many people. We don't literally have trailers to house them. So somebody has to go die, and dying on our show just means basically you're going to be off to the side for a while. The only one I don't think we can bring back is Hank, because I think, when you blow somebody up, it's harder to kind of say how
Put the pieces.
A lot of magic in the show.
Like they're literally at Star Labs, like piecing together a big giant test tube, regrowing Hank.
He's in that bar with his brother and the shadow, that Casablanca bar in the afterlife.
I love that so much.
That episode was so wonderful.
Yeah. What we didn't do is the one where he comes back as Jack Reacher. That's it. We're missing that one. There's a crossover.
That from Blue Mountain State.
Yeah, there you go. We could do all three. They're actually shooting. Reacher's shooting on the Titan stages right now. So,
Really?
yeah, he's back home.
So a picture's worth 1,000 words. A picture was recently posted on Twitter of one Ryan Potter, Brett Bassinger, Mr. Wade from New Patrol, and Jeff Johns.
I think Jeff Johns has gone crazy on the social. No, I don't blame Jeff. Yeah, I don't know anything about that. Jeff didn't call me. He's obviously got some kind of rogue Titans unit that I I mean, stay tuned is what I say. And by the way, I haven't seen anything, so I'm ostensibly the showrunner, at least in title. So sooner or later, somebody's going to show something to me. If it were to happen, I'd certainly be excited. I mean, I think Stargirl's a great expression of the Jeff Johns humanity and tone and vision of what a superhero story can be, and there's nobody, I think, better suited to tell that kind of story than Jeff.
A more fun question, which is hopefully less difficult.
That was a very fun question.
Okay, which is hopefully less difficult. How is there not a warrant out for Dick Grayson's arrest after causing a jailbreak in season 2?
Oh my God, that question again?
Yes, that question again, because you never answered.
Well, I will say that if you know Dick Grayson, who he is, you know who his dad is, and you know who his dad's connections are in the world of law enforcement, and you would think that there's a good chance that the greater good question will be addressed and served in that way. So yes, he did break out, but he broke out to do good things.
You joked about the cast expanding, but has there been a Titan or a villain that you wanted to bring in but just haven't found the way to yet? Or
yeah,
maybe...
I'd love to bring Tara in, but we just don't have VFX yet to be able to do that, to do her powers well. She's such a cool character. She's a complicated female villain. She seems really interesting to me to be able to write. I just don't think we have yet the visual effects technology yet. Let me just say, technology's there. The price point's probably wrong, right, for our show to be able to do. That said, we have an amazing. Our effects are done in Montreal by a skilled group of artists. If anybody can pull it off, they could.
What do you think? Oh, you go ahead, please.
Just as we look ahead this season, of course, we've heard about some of the actors that are here, their characters. What can you tease about what's coming out this season for Corey and Rachel?
Corey and Rachel. Oh, great. I love Corey questions and Rachel. It was a giant season for Corey. I mean, what I'm most excited about this season for Corey is that, if you know the show, you know she came into our show as an amnesiac, and she finally figured out who she was. She found out why she was coming. She was sent to Earth. That mission was to stop the rise of Trigon, and through really the Rachel character, and instead of killing her, she finds a way to bring her into the family. Of course, that ends up creating the Titans family that we have on this shirt, and that to me seemed to end that story, except it didn't. Because it's based on a prophecy that wasn't the only prophecy out there. So Corey has, in many ways, gets a new mission statement this season, has to figure out what she's supposed to do, and that'll affect everything, her identity, her relationship with Dick, which we play, it's a big part of this season, and ultimately the path she chooses to be as a hero. For Rachel comes off of a season last year where she was partially in exile and comes back in Titans as a full-fledged member, but with kind of a new sense of who she is. She's less troubled with troubled and struggled together. And she's someone who is kind of the glue this season of the family. Often it's been Gar that's been that, but because Gar's going off on his own kind of shedding of his skin, figuring out who he is, Rachel's really the heart and soul of the family this season.
With the introduction of Brother Blood, is he someone you wanted to bring in for a while? Was he the first choice as an adversary this year, or
100% first choice? I remember walking around here in September last year in the city on the phone with one of the writers in LA talking about Brother Blood stories and how to kind of tell an interesting cult leader story. Because we can't just, the destination of him as Brother Blood was less interesting to me, and of course the path of how he got there. So nobody loves a cult leader. I mean, I suppose if you're in a cult, pretty thumbs up on a cult leader. Generally, they don't fare well in history. And so I was less interested in that destination than in the story of how Sebastian, played by Joseph Morgan, who has so much the skill and the nuance to take us through that journey of someone who's unseen, felt unheard, and just lives on the margins of society, how when he finds out that he has a mission to be potentially all-powerful and all great, how does that affect him? And that's really the story we want to tell. Plus, it opens the door to horror, which I really felt like we needed to go into this season. We did it a little bit in season 1, and we went back to season 4. A lot of season 4 talks with season 4 is in a conversation with season 1 all the time. Now that we've answered the cop question, that one question, I think we're okay.
What do you think Tim's going to bring, or what does he bring to the team dynamic this year?
Well, first of all, you can't talk about Tim without talking about Jay Lacarga, who's just a skilled, deeply nuanced, interesting, fun actor who's the best TikTok dancer I know. He's a joy to work with, and Tim Drake is the kind of, he's the everyman. He's the you and me on that show. He comes into that world of he's a super fan, right? Who comes into the world who's got some skills. Certainly he's wildly intelligent and he knows everything about Dick Grayson, Batman, and ultimately the Titans because he's been watching them. And he's going to get trained not by Batman like the other Robins had, but by Dick Grayson. So you get to watch a guy evolve over time, and also you get to watch a real human side of him as he falls in love. So we have a real strong relationship with him this season as well, with another character.
Thank you all so much.
thank you?